guys, welcome back to another episode of KhanFlicks. Today we're checking out the latest electronic scooter from NAVEE. Meet the ST3 Pro. This is the same one we saw at CES 2025 and we've got it here. If you guys want to learn more about them, check out the link down below in the description. And without further ado, let's go ahead and rewind and unbox this thing. Alright, so unboxing was simple and straightforward. Everything was laid out nicely. The scooter frame, handlebars, charger, manual. We didn't get all the extra accessories that they offer at the time, but it's cool that NAVEE does offer it, like a phone holder or a lock. So as we're opening it up, one thing I do like to note is it's easier to build it while it's still in the box. Otherwise you kind of have to like drag it out and kind of like settle it. So it's quite simple. So it's already pre-plugged in. You just got to mount on that bracket, and then there's only 4 screws. It does come with its own little tool to go ahead and install it. Now in terms of assembly goes, took roughly about 5 minutes. Literally it was just 4 screws and you're good to go. Alright, so outside of the box, this thing looks really cool. Now, one thing to note is that it has a really nice two-tone finish with the black and the gold. I'm particularly a big fan of the design of it. It has a really rich quality build feel. Now, the gold accents definitely are eye candy, but they also highlight a lot of the cool fundamentals. For instance, you got that front leaf suspension featuring a dampening arm. So when it does go over a bump, it'll actually flex. So that's kind of neat to see. And then of course, you have your headlight reflector on the front. You have your LCD screen here. If the power button here will actually switch between the light on and light off. And then you also have your turn signals as well, which happen to be integrated into the handlebar. Now, aside that, if you double click the power button, it'll go ahead and switch between the different speed modes from walk to drive to sports. And other than that, pretty simple. Now you also have your bell right over here as well. And then in terms of the rear access, you have a dampening arm suspension. Now it features a triple braking system. And yeah, I mean, overall it looks like a really nice quality scooter. And one thing to note is actually it's really slimmy in design. So carrying this would be quite simple. Now to go and fold it, just go ahead and first power it off, just like this. And there's a little latch here, pull that up. This will unlock it. So you'll actually hook it onto this part right over here. So this will go down. And then that's it. From there, you can lift this up and carry it about. It's also important to note that the maximum load capacity is 265 pounds. Next up was the NAVEE app. This thing was packed with tons of features. I particularly was a big fan of the Apple Find My integration. Yes, real anti-theft tracking. So you can go ahead and link it up to your phone and keep track of your whereabouts in terms of your scooter whenever you need to. On top of everything else, it also features torque adjustment, traction control, which is the very first I've ever seen, custom LED lighting where you can go and change the colors on the side, and you can go and switch it within the phone. I love how much control you have over the scooter. It actually does feel quite smart. So with that said, let's go ahead and take it outside next and try it out. And we're off. So yeah, definitely a very smooth scooter. I would have to say is really easy to use. You can just kind of hop onto this thing and in a matter of minutes you're pretty much an expert. I mean, the thin wheelbase definitely gives you more agility in terms of movement goes. And I think that's actually really good, especially when it comes to like cornering and things like that. It lets you kind of control it in that aspect though. So if I were to kind of go up on the sidewalk here, there you go. Now the suspension does have a good amount of buoyancy, which you can see right over here. So it is handling these sidewalk pieces very easily. And that's also very important. And then if I come back here, I can stop. Oh wow, the brakes are really sensitive, so just keep that in mind. It also features a triple braking system. You have the front drum, the rear disc, as well as a rear ABS braking system. So with all three, it ensures safe and efficient stopping. Now, you can control this via the app and add a little bit more torque, which is what it's doing right now. So as you can tell, if I go full speed here, it just picks up right away. Now this will top off at about 25 miles per hour. Pro tip, in order to unlock the maximum speed, press and hold the brake lever and power button for 7 seconds. This will allow you to enter the menu interface, press the brake lever again to switch between different settings, and press and hold the power button to confirm and exit. Let's test out the off-roading capability. As you can tell, the dampening arm suspension definitely handles bumps without any issues. In fact, going over these rocks and gravel, you can see that it can go to full speed without any problem. I have to say, it was super duper smooth. It can also handle up to 28-degree incline, so no matter what bump or hill, it can handle it with ease. You can do wheelies on this thing. Yeah, so yeah, there you guys have it. Overall, a really cool scooter. I mean, I definitely think it's very easy to use and hands down, very comfortable to ride. It really does give you a lot of confidence, which can be a bad thing, but they did a great job with it. My only concern would be the tires are a little skinny for me, so you do want to be careful when you are riding. It is really nimble. But other than that, definitely high class looking. I love the black and gold tones. Definitely gives it a really rich and luxury feel. And yeah, definitely a pro version, I don't know what to say. Yeah, there you guys have it. Now, if you guys have any questions about it, feel free to comment down below. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.